So, how do we achieve peace and um, be centered? Well, I made a list of 6 things, 6 ideas that might be able to help you. So, the first way is to learn to accept things. We tend to try to control our environment, and we don't accept much in it. We tend to change it or manipulate it or want to make it a certain way. But acceptance is a big key to finding peace. Uh, so we can change what we can. Whatever we can change, we'll change. But if there's difficulty in that, or if it's something that we're forcing too much, then we just need to make peace with it and accept it. So if we can't change it, then we just make peace with it and accept it, or put up a boundary so that nothing bad happens to us, but we'll have an acceptance that it exists. But we may not want it around us, but we don't need to fight against it. Fighting is what causes to throw us off center and takes us away from our peace. So acceptance is one of the keys. A second key would be the ability to be with your emotions, to feel your emotions without reacting to your emotions. We all have emotions. We all get triggered. And as we kind of evolve and develop, we learn not to react to them. Just because you feel something doesn't doesn't mean that you need to react to it. So you can feel that emotion inside you. Be curious about it. Be interested in it. Your emotions shouldn't be your boss. They're just something that's telling you something. But be able to feel it. Be with it. Understand it. But don't react to it. Because when you react to it, you're thrown off your center and your peace is taken away from you. And we want to be in charge of our peace, not our environment. A third thing would be to make peace with your traumas, with the events that have happened in your life and with the people and experiences you've had in your life. Bad things happen to all of us. What we would say are bad, some traumatic things perhaps. Some people have worse things than others, It's all relative. But knowing that that's something that happened and we can't change it, making peace with it, knowing it's in the past, and maybe even using it to become stronger, not as a defense mechanism, but to, grow beyond it. Use that strength, to become something better. So we don't have to necessarily make peace with the people, but we can make peace within our mind. And we can let go of it instead of holding on to it. And then we'll have more peace and remain more centered. A fourth thing would be to try to be present. When we're in the present, we don't have these issues. When we think about the past, it gets thrown us off center, or when we worry about what's going to happen in the future or what might not happen in the future that we want, we get thrown off. We become emotional and we react. Being in the moment, in the present moment, things aren't that bad. So that helps too. A fifth thing would be to notice the good things in our life. A lot of times we focus on, the negative things, the things that we don't like, the people we don't like, the things that are going on in our life that we don't like. But there's so many good things that we don't even pay attention to most of the time. So we want to notice the good things. And, also know that it's all good. They're all good things in a sense, because even the things that hurt so much, they provide the resistance to us. It's like lifting weights, without that resistance, without that pain, we can't grow. And a lot of times, without any resistance, we would just sit there and never grow. So those things force us to grow, or they force us to break. So choose to grow and notice the good. And that will help keep you centered and peaceful also, if you notice the good things around you and try to notice them much, much more than noticing the negative things. And I guess the last point would be to say that just enjoy everything. The process of just living, it's kind of a miracle when you think about it. Just that we're even here, that we exist. The odds against us are staggering, but yet here we are. And we have this life, and we interact with people and things going on around us, and we have this effect on everything. And if you have children, think about that. You have your children, and they have children, and we have this effect hundreds of years into the future just by having them. Or even the actions we do on others if you don't have children. Just, they spiral way off into the future, and it's just kind of amazing. And so just enjoy that process. Even if someone just smiles at you, enjoy that. Don't take it for granted. Enjoy the fact that you have clean air. I mean, there's so much to enjoy. So those things, hopefully, if you really take them to heart and practice them on a daily basis. I mean, if you take them to heart, you don't have to practice it. You'll feel them inside. And when you do that, that will help you have peace. And, remain in the center, not be so thrown around like others around you. So I wish you luck with that. And if you can like and share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, I would appreciate it. And I appreciate any support you can give me. Thank you.